we have a neighborship between R1 and R2, and also we can configure neighborship between R2 and R3. Let's do it. In R2 here, I want to configure router BGP 65001. Very good. And use neighbor command. Neighbor 10.2.3.3 remote AS. Remote AS is 65002. Okay. Now, if you use show IPBGP summary, you can see that we have a neighborship 10.2.3.3 and version 4, but the state is idle. Why? Because we didn't configure the R3. And now I should go to R3, show IPBGP summary. Now you can see the BGP not active. Router conft router BGP 65002, and the neighbor is 10.2.3.2 with remote AS 65001. After some second, we will have the neighborship. Okay, now neighborship is up and we have a neighborship in R2. If I show again, show IPGP summary, I can see the state is empty and the prefix received is has a value of 0, and this means that the state is established. Look at here, show IPGP summary. As you can see, we have two neighborship in the R2, one neighborship in the R1, show IPGP summary, okay, and another neighborship in the only one in neighborship in the R1, show IPGP summary, okay. It's so easy. Now we can understand the neighborship with connected interface means that the interface that R1, for example, connected to it 10.1.2.2 or R2 10.1.2.1. eBGP neighborship. Also, I want to talk about a topic that is important for us in this course and maybe in another course, for example, MPLS VPN or other course. Look at here. You use these commands for monitoring: show IPBGP neighbors and show IPBGP summary. This means that please show the IPv4. IP means IPv4. For BGP neighborship table, or for the IPv4 and for the protocol BGP, the summary. This means that we use in general syntax show routed protocol and routing protocol, okay, and the for example content, yeah, or context, okay. Show routed protocols. The routed protocol now is IPv4. We use IP. And routing protocol, that is BGP. And context, for example, neighbors. Or in the second show, we used for context summary. Okay, it's okay. But you know that BGP supports IPv6. BGP supports some other address families, for example, VPN v4, VPN v6, L2 VPN. Because of that, the new and enhanced mode of monitoring commands now is available. Look at here. BGP can advertise IPv4 traditionally, but now BGP can advertise IPv6 and also VPN v4, a special address in the MPLS VPN course, VPN v6, a special address in the MPLS VPN version 6 course, and then L2 VPN and other address families. Okay, because of that, now we have a new form of configuration. You can't use show IPv6 BGP neighbors, show IPv6 BGP summary. Okay, you should use these new commands for monitoring. How? First, router show. First, you should use AFI. AFI is there. It's so important and so interesting. AFI means address family identifier. Means IPv4, IPv6, or some others. Okay, first you should mention the address family identifier, show BGP address family identifier, and after that you should talk about SAFI, AFI, and then SAFI. SAFI means sub address family or subsequent address family identifier. For example, IPv4, for example, unicast, multicast, and some others. Unicast, multicast, and others. Okay, and then context. This means that, for example, for seeing the neighborship table in BGP, in modern monitoring commands, in new monitoring commands, I should use this command, show BGP. No, not show IPBGP. And then IPv4, show BGP IPv4, and then unicast. This is IPv4 is AFI, and unicast is sub AFI. And then, for example, neighbors. Or maybe you use this command, router show BGP IPv4 unicast summary. The result of this command is exactly same of this command, show BGP, show IPBGP neighbors. And also the result of the second command is same as the router show IPBGP summary. But the difference is that you can't use show IPv6 BGP neighbors, but you can use show BGP IPv6 unicast neighbors, because it's better to using these new commands. Why? When you go to the other address family, you can easily change only this part and use exact command, exactly same command. Because of that, in this course, we will use in most cases the new method of monitoring commands. Look at here. For example, in R1, show BGP IPv4 unicast neighbors. It's so easy. Unicast neighbors exactly with show IPBGP neighbors, or show BGP IPv4 unicast summary. Okay, look at here. This is the same as show IPBGP summary. Show BGP IPv4 unicast summary, the same result with show IPBGP summary. Show BGP IPv4 unicast neighbors, the same result with show IPBGP neighbors. Okay? You now understand how you can configure the neighborship in R1 and also in R2. And also you can check the neighborship status between R1 and R2. And also you are now understanding what is the traditional method for monitoring in BGP and what is the enhanced method in BGP, enhancement of monitoring in BGP. And as you know, in this course, we should use these commands in many times in the new and enhanced terms. Review this video, the eBGP neighborship with connected interface. After completing the review and after configuration and monitoring of all of the contents of this video, come with me to the next video. I want to talk about eBGP, but in other useful features.